battlefield, once consumed by chaos, now lay silent beneath the cool night. Ira stood amidst the smoldering ruins, his final blow against Bree shattering the dark power that had enslaved countless souls. The demonic legions dissolved, and those possessed began to stir, freed from their torment. In a distant village, Ira awoke, no longer under the demon's control. She stumbled to her window, breathing in the dawn's fresh air, feeling lightness for the first time in months. "It's gone," she whispered, her voice trembling as she gazed at the golden hues of morning. In a distant city, Jorik, a blacksmith, collapsed in his forge, tears streaming as he regained control of his mind and body. "I'm free," he choked out, recalling the horrors the demon had forced him to commit. Yet, he felt a growing warmth, a light returning to the world. Deep within a forest, young Kale awoke, disoriented but free from possession. The demon's whispers had ceased. Blinking at the sunlight filtering through the trees, he whispered, "I'm finally me again." Across the lands, as dawn broke, the world began to heal. The demons were gone, and the darkness that had gripped them was replaced by a radiant, hopeful light. As the world stirred, those once possessed by demons began to awaken. In homes, streets, and wilderness, the chains of possession shattered, replaced by a warm, cleansing light. The darkness that Bree had spread was gone, and those freed experienced profound relief and hope. In a mountain village, Nira, an elderly woman used by a demon to ensnare travelers, wept as she regained her freedom. Kneeling at the village's edge, she thanked the heavens, her body trembling with gratitude. In a bustling port city, Galen, a sailor forced to commit atrocities under demonic control, stumbled to the docks. Staring at the glistening sea, he vowed to make amends for the horrors he had wrought. Across the world, from the smallest villages to the largest cities, the light reached every soul, dispelling the darkness. On the battlefield, Ira stood alone, the echoes of the final battle fading. Though grief for Vanessa weighed heavily on him, he felt the world breathe again. The light of Marduk had purged the earth, freeing it from Bree's influence. Ira closed his eyes, sensing the light within himself, guiding him forward. As dawn broke, he knew the scars of war would linger, but the return of the light gave hope for redemption and healing. The evening sun dipped low, casting long shadows across New York City as Ira navigated a world far removed from his ancient past. 30 years had passed since the climactic battle with Tiamat, since Vanessa, his eternal love, ascended to the heavens. Though time had transformed the world, Ira remained unchanged, appearing no older than 30. Beneath his youthful exterior lay an ancient soul, a former king of Babylon who had witnessed empires rise and fall. After losing the Blazefrost celestial sword and the black iron horse, Ira had adapted, mastering finance with Vanessa's teachings and his millennia-honed intellect. As a sought-after financial consultant, he moved through the modern economy with the precision of a seasoned warrior, though his heart remained scarred by Vanessa's absence. In moments of solitude, her memory lingered, her smile, her love, her promise. One evening, while visiting a tech client's office, Ira's life shifted. Passing an interview room, he stopped, captivated by a young woman's presence. Though only 22, her essence mirrored Vanessa's. Memories flooded back, and Ira knew her spirit had returned, just as she'd promised. Overwhelmed with emotion, he stood frozen, sensing the first light of hope after decades of darkness. Ira stood frozen, his heart pounding as he watched the young woman named Aurora. She smiled warmly at the interviewers, her expression radiant with youthful innocence. Yet beneath her demeanor, Ira felt the unmistakable echoes of a past life. It was her. It was Vanessa. As Aurora's interview ended, she rose to leave, and Ira instinctively moved into the hallway, unprepared yet compelled to face her. Their eyes met, and time seemed to halt. Aurora's gaze flickered with a hint of recognition, though she couldn't have known him. Confused, she slowed, studying him. Ira whispered, "Vanessa." Aurora blinked, shaking her head with a shy smile. "I'm sorry? Did you say something?" she asked, her voice familiar yet new. Struggling to contain his emotions, Ira introduced himself. "I'm Ira. I feel like we've met before." Aurora, puzzled yet intrigued, extended her hand. I'm Aurora. It's nice to meet you. Their connection deepened with every word, though Aurora excused herself, unsettled by emotions she didn't understand. As she walked away, Ira stood rooted, watching her disappear into the elevator. She was Vanessa, reborn as Marduk had promised. Though separated by time and memory, Ira vowed they would find each other again.